Oh boy, no bar chords, sparking debates in the comments, and even students are talking about this since I teach this method. You know that I'm all about conserving energy. You know that I'm all about the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you should be playing chords that mostly conserve energy in your hand. So therefore, refuse the bar. But today, I'm going to put this method to the test. I have a student that presented a challenge to me, gave me 3 songs. I haven't looked at them yet. 3 songs that are well-known bar chord songs, and the goal is to play one alternate shape and open position chords even if I'm using a capo. Let's dive in. Let's give it a shot. All right, so our first bar chord refusal song is, drum roll please, Hotel California by the Eagles. Wow, this is a doozy. Let's get the chart up. Let's take a look at it real quick here. Okay, so looking at this chart, very first chord, type 2 B minor, type 1 F sharp, type 1A, looks like these are all bar chords, type 2 E, type 1 G, we'll go type 2 D, type 2 E minor, and then finally type 1 F sharp. So look at that, all bar chords. And I'm remembering how the song goes. I think it's blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. All right, so you know the rules. No bar chords, one alternate bar chord shape, and the use of a capo. Let's take a look at the chords. Now, when I'm looking at this very first chord, I'm seeing a type 2 B minor. The first thing I'm thinking about is, what if I put a capo here? I think this will work. Let's take our capo, put it at the 2nd fret, and see what happens. So that original chord of B minor is now turned into an A minor. That original chord of F sharp is now an E major chord. That A chord now turns into a G shape. Yes, it's going to work. And then the E turns into a D. Okay, here's where it's going to get tricky. That G is going to turn into a 4-finger F type shape. And then we're going to go to a C, because that was a D. And then the E minor is going to go to D minor. And of course, the F sharp goes back to E. This works. Let's try it out. All right, so we officially did it. We reduced it down to one 4-finger alternate bar shape with the rest open position chords and a capo. This one passes. Let's go on to the next song. All right, song number 2 in our bar chord refusal challenge is, drum roll please, Sister Golden Hair Surprised by America. Oh, I remember learning this song years ago. Bar chord nightmare. Let's get the chord chart up and take a look at it. Okay, yes, I remember this now. Okay, so type 2 C sharp minor, going to type 1 A, type 2 E, and then type 1 G sharp minor, and then type 2 C sharp minor, type 1 B, and then type 1 A. Okay, so like, yes, I remember this song now. Following that same idea that I used for Hotel California, I'm going to look at the very first chord, and it's a C sharp minor, type 2, and I'm going to imagine that I have a capo at that fret and see if we can get it to work. So let's put our capo over here on the 4th fret. This looks like this is going to work. A minor. Okay, this is our first alternate bar shape here, easy. All right, and it's going to go to a C. Then it's going to go to an E minor. All right, then let's see. An A minor, a G, and then back to our F. Let's see if this works. And the final song in our bar chord refusal challenge is, drum roll please, Creep by Radiohead. Wow. Okay, yes, I do remember the song. Let's get the chart up and take a look at it. Okay, let me remember how to play this. It's G, B, C, C minor. So these are all type 1 chords. Remember the rules are only one alternate shape, and it has to use the capo with open position chords. Okay. So the very first chord is going to be E. Okay, now the next one, which was supposed to be a B, is going to be our alternate 4-finger F chord shape, but here in G sharp. No, actually, right here, 5th fret. Okay, so this does work. Okay, the next shape, which would have been C, is now going to be A. This is going to work. A, and then A minor. this definitely passes the test. Let's give it a shot. 4-finger F chord shape at the 5th fret. A minor. So yes, this definitely works, and there you have it. 3 iconic bar chord songs, all bar chords completely denied. I use the 80-20 rule, and that is 80% of the time you should be playing open position chords, 20% of the time either a bar chord full shape or an alternate shape, but in this case I'm refusing the bar altogether, no bar chords at all. Now, if you're wondering how the heck I pulled this off, I explained everything in the video, Bar Chords Are a Scam. Be sure to check out that video over here. This is where I teach the full refusal method and only 3 shapes that you actually need to play on guitar. Alright, now I need you to let me know in the comments below, do you got a song that you think might break the 80-20 rule? Leave it in the comments, I dare you. And if you're ready to ditch the grind and start playing guitar smarter, not harder, like, comment, and subscribe. More videos like this coming your way soon. But honestly, remember this, bar chords are not gym memberships. Most people sign up, suffer once, and never go back. See you in the next lesson.